goes c4, perfectly fine. d5. All right, I do this, move d5 to open up the center and get my bishops working, okay? So normally white plays pawn takes pawn, knight c3, knight b6, knight f3, knight c6, d3, bishop e7, castle, castle. But here, he came up with a weird move. Queen c2 to protect the pawn in c4. I said, that's lovely, but I'm just going to bring my pieces out. Okay. So then, he's almost ready to lose this. He decides to protect the pawn and open up a line for the bishop, so I couldn't really resist the chance to stick the knight on d4. Now, if you think he's just going to give me the queen for nothing, you're wrong. He is going to move it, but he chooses the poison square. He goes up one square because it looks aggressive, and he's happy about that. Now, as soon as he made this move, I said, wait a second, there's something really wrong with that move. So I looked to the guy next to me, because we're all playing in a tournament. The guy looks to me, makes a face, and at that moment I knew that the move I thought was winning was winning. So what move does black play here to win the game?
Bishop to knight to c2.
He just takes the knight.
Bishop.
Queen takes bishop, then what happens?
What did you say?
He said bishop here.
The other bishop?
No, White's going to lose his queen. I'm
No,
giving you
then knight to c2.
Ah, so that's right. So what's the first move? Put it together.
You said bishop.
Right.
Bishop.
So I plop the bishop down to this b4 square, okay? Which, of course, at first sight looks completely ridiculous because nothing's protecting the bishop.
Yeah.
Except, hello.
You take out his rook.
Well, I'm going to get his queen. I don't care about his queen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the point. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
So, there it is. So I go bishop b4, and it's even worse than that. He can't even move the stupid queen because it's pinned to the king. So the answer is, he can leave the queen there, I'll just take it, or he can take the bishop, I'll fork and take the queen. Either way, he's down a queen for a piece. He was very frustrated by this. But this is actually there's a funny story that goes with this, because I made this bishop move. And this guy's a good player. He just had, like I said, just a blackout. Okay, just didn't see that. So somebody saw this as the game was being played, and we don't have time in the game. And so somebody whispered to somebody who said, hey, you should check out the game. This guy named Bailey, that was his last name, was going to lose his queen. So somebody goes over there. Before you know it, somebody tells somebody else, who tells somebody else the term. Before you know it, it's like 30 people standing next to this guy as he's sitting there just looking at his queen being lost. And so suddenly he's got like 30 spectators right there watching him lose his queen. And you could just see steam was coming out of his ears. It's like he knew, but and now you can see people snickering. It was just a bad situation. I just tried to stay away from it. I don't get into mocking or any of that, but hey, you're going to lose your queen. And so the spectators went away. He shook my hand. I said, well, I'm sorry. Sorry to do that. He said, well, I just blacked out. I said, I'm sorry. Yeah, it just happens.
All right, you guys, so we'll